Just as the Danish philosopher and theologian and father of existentialism, Soren Kierkegaard, once said, life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Similarly, we can also understand that life is both experience and experiment at the same time. We can attribute to life a variety of impressions, qualities, virtues, objectivities, practicalities at the same time in one way or another, because everyone's life is not only similar to each other but also fundamentally different as well. Everyone's life at least appears to be similar from the outside, with the introduction to the same places, the working and educating ourselves inside of the same classrooms, obviously, which is external control, slavery, built and then imposed against and upon ourselves by all the constructs and institutions of power which are being inevitably controlled by the elites who run the entire financial and political systems in one way or another, because modern politics are the playground of the elites. So the politicians and whatever government is there at power might be voted, admired, supported, but it's no longer credible, it's infiltrated, hijacked, and penetrated anyways by the influence of the donors and the capitalists inside the society, who seem to be able to run the government from behind the scenes, and they're also dictating foreign policy and domestic policy as well, directly or indirectly in one way or another. So similarly, life is the combination, composition, and execution of both our experience as well as our experiment at the same time. Everyone's understanding of their life is different. Everyone's living and execution and application of their lives inside of the external world into outside realities will also be fundamentally different, because everyone is wired to be different, because everyone's understanding is built differently from the universe, biology, evolution, and also socially. In our upbringing, in our introduction to all these forms of and constructs of power, our understanding is obviously wired in a different way. It becomes different even if it's not so different. So definitely everyone is both good and evil in their own ways, either similarly or dissimilarly. This is always there. So definitely life is about experiment as to how many experiments and experiences can we possibly have and gather and accumulate in our lives, determines how better we can actually possibly get and become in our skill, ability, talent, mindset, etc., and how improved we can be, how we can manage our mistakes, rectify our errors, develop consciousness from unconsciousness, deal with ignorance, and obviously fulfill our ambitions, aims, and actualize character, authenticity, rationality instead of